Hello, I'm Eric Rinehart. I'm owner of Eric's Piano School here in Huntington Beach. Now let me tell you a little bit about our Piano Express beginner program, and the best place to start is something a little embarrassing about myself. Now, true confession, I genuinely wish that the Piano Express program had existed when I was a kid. My mom taught me piano, and I was about as stubborn as an 8-year-old could come. She'd call out from the kitchen every time, she'd say, "Wrong note, too fast, start a little slower." And what 8-year-old really wants to play their song at a moderate speed? So I just keep going anyway, and here's what I get now that I didn't back then. Being told wrong note from another room just isn't that interesting to a kid, but watching a score and a few stars pop up with a satisfying sound, now that is exhilarating. I didn't fall in love with piano until my early 20s, and I lost 15 years that I didn't have to, and that's really why I do this. Here's what I noticed teaching for years. The kids who thrived weren't the most gifted, they were the ones who happened to have a musician right there at home, catching every mistake between lessons. And that's the flaw in the traditional setup. A 30-minute lesson once a week, and then the child's on their own for 6 more days with no way to know if they're playing it right. The old model quietly counts on someone at home to fill that gap, and most homes were never set up for that. That's not a parent problem, it's not a talent problem, it's not a talent shortage, it was a support shortage. A great start at the piano shouldn't be reserved for the few kids with a built-in tutor at home. Every ordinary kid deserves that shot too, and that's who we built this school around. Now, the second I say technology, parents picture some app you just hand your kid and then you just walk away, and I promise that is not this. Piano Express is real lessons in person with a real teacher who sees your child every week. The same tool that teacher uses in the lesson is the one your child uses at home. Same experience in both places. Your child gets 1 hour a week with their teacher, and that leaves 6 days and 23 hours on their own, and that's where piano is won or lost. So they learn the tool with the teacher right there, and then they carry that same exact experience home, catching their own mistakes without waiting on anybody. That's what builds an independent learner, and it means that you get to be mom or dad again instead of the piano police. Now, here's the part that I love the most. We take the most boring stretch of piano, the note reading, the rhythm, the mechanics, nobody signs up for, and we make it genuinely fun to get through. Those built-in tools turn the foundations into something a kid actually wants to do. A score, a star, a satisfying sound the moment they nail it. It's a reward loop that gets kids obsessed, not with a game, with playing the piano. An obsessed kid practices more and practices better. That's how the typical student moves through the beginner stage about 3 times faster than a traditional 30-minute private lesson. 3 times. And we're not skipping a single foundation. Every bit of it is still there, just reinforced in a way that's exciting instead of a grind. So instead of years stuck in the dull part, your child blows through it and lands on the good stuff fast. The real songs, the Minecraft theme, the Taylor Swift song, the one that makes their friends go, "Whoa!" A kid moving that fast, having that much fun, that's not a kid who quits. That's a kid who's asking for more. And so I'll be honest about where I land on this. When a parent asks me to teach their beginner the old traditional way, I gently say no. And I say it because I care about their kid and not in spite of it. I've seen both roads, and I know which one gives a child the better start, and I couldn't knowingly point a beginner down the other one. So we start every new student in Piano Express because it's the best beginning we know how to give. And that's the real goal. Not one impressive recital piece. It's an ordinary kid walking out truly able to read and play music on their own, ready to chase whatever comes next. That's the 15 years that I lost, handed back to your kid. Now, if you want to see what that looks like for your own child, come do a free trial lesson. Nothing to sign, no pressure. Just come watch your kid play and watch their face while they do it. That's the part that sells itself.